What is going on, guys? My name is Kazzy and welcome to another Legend Showcase. Today we're going to be looking at Andriy Shevchenko, born on the 29th of the 9th, 1976. He stands at 6 feet tall, has high work rates, is right-footed, 4-star weak foot and 3-star skill moves. Now, back when he played for AC Milan, he was a bit of a monster. He scored a lot of goals. He then moved to Chelsea for a massive sum of money. And at the time, I think it was about £30 million. And he just never really lived up to the hype. And everyone called him a flop. But he still gets a legend card because I believe that when he had his time at AC Milan, he really proved himself as one of the best strikers in the world. And let's have a closer look at his stats. Now, guys, in future episodes of this, I could go onto Foothead and get the more in-game stats, like really detailed stats. So let me know down in the comment section below if you'd prefer to see that. But Shevchenko has 84 pace, 86 shooting, 71 passing, 84 dribbling, 33 defending, and 73 physical. Now, he's one of those legends which you never really see used much on FIFA, mainly because it's very hard to get him into teams because he is from the Ukraine, which doesn't have, you can't link him with pretty much anyone in the game. I can't think off the top of my head any highly rated Ukrainian players that are in the game. But he is 88 rated. And of course he is a legend, which means he can link with other legends. But if you've got the money to afford Shevchenko, chances are you've got the money to afford another legend striker. And lots of people would prefer to go out and buy a different legend striker. Now, I've got two squad builders for you guys today because sadly Shevchenko does only have two teams that are on Ultimate Team. That's completely fine. Like I said in a previous episode, if a player doesn't have all his teams, he can just have his select few that are on FIFA. If they don't have any teams, they've still got the option to be in the Legend class, which means that players like Pele could still get a strong link with other legends, which still makes all those legend teams that you see all the time, that it still makes them possible, because what's the point of having legends if you can't have a full legend team? You still want to be able to do that, but you want to be able to put them in normal teams. And as you can see, he spent 5 years at Dynamo Kiev and then 7 years at Milan, playing almost 300 games, and has a goal to game ratio of over 0.5, which is quite impressive for a striker. Well, quite impressive for anyone really, because that's a very good goal to game ratio. Then he moved to Chelsea, where he played 76 games and scored 22 goals, and that was when he was considered a bit of a flop for 30 million. But looking at that record, it's not even that bad. But then he went back to Milan, played 26 games, only scoring 2 goals, then back to Chelsea, and then he moved to Kiev, where he continued to have some decent form there. But then he retired, and and also for Ukraine, 111 appearances with 48 goals. Shevchenko was a very good goal scorer. I never really got to watch him much myself because I didn't get into football till a bit later on in, I started watching football in about 2007, so I didn't really see much of Shevchenko. But I think I really would have enjoyed watching him because, to me, from what I've heard, he wasn't very, he didn't dribble that much from what I've seen. He always finished. He had a brilliant shot on him and could always find the back of the net. And that's the sort of legends that I like. Any person that can hit the target on a consistent basis. And that's why I'd want him in my Serie A and my BPL teams. So, as you can see, this is what the Shevchenko AC Milan card would look like. He obviously played against Liverpool in that legendary cup final, and he was a massive part of Milan. As you can see, he played there for 7 years, almost getting to 300 games. So, it'd be very cool to be able to put him in your Serie A squads and just relive his glory days in the Italian league and relive the Serie A old days, where the Serie A was just filled with incredible players. And think about it, there's no striker that's 88 rated in the Serie A, and so it would be amazing to have an amazing player in that league. And that's the same for all legends. The fact that the legend could be the highest rated in each of the league would really make them standout players, and it would really make a point that this is why they are priced at this much. This is why you have to pay this much to get these legendary players. Now, just like last episode of the Legend Showcase, I have got a team to show you. This time it is a full Serie A team. I tend to build a full league team and then build a hybrid, but this is the sort of team that you could get Shevchenko in, and obviously it'd be really difficult to get Shevchenko into any team, but only had one legend in it, and that one legend obviously being Shevchenko. So to really prove the point of this being a brilliant idea and something that EA should really add into the game, I've chosen this week not to use any other player, no other legend player, because it kind of eliminates the point of being able to change their league. But look at this. You've got the Inform Guarin, Inform Hamshik, and Inform Kandreva with Al-Sharari all linking up with Shevchenko. That would just be amazing to have in your ultimate team, and that would really make your team ultimate. That definitely has to be one of the most cheesiest things I've ever said in any of my videos. But anyway, we're now going to move on and look at his Chelsea cards. And obviously, he didn't have the best time at Chelsea. But that's the thing about these legend cards, is it doesn't matter how good they played for at the club. He's going to be 88 rated no matter what. And now he can link with any BPL player. And you can make hybrids around him. And if you guys have ever used Shevchenko, you'll know how difficult it is to make a team around him, because you do have to hybrid no matter what, because unless you can afford a load of legends, and if you can afford all the legends, you're probably going to go for someone like George Weah or Pele or someone else. Vieri is usually taken over Shevchenko, so there's a lot of other choices, and Shevchenko really does get pushed under the rug. But if you could put him in your Serie A or your BPL teams, it would make a huge difference to his card. And so finally, guys, I made this hybrid team with a couple of Chelsea players, including Eden Hazard, the Inform Oscar. Got a 5-star skiller at Wellington Silva at right midfield, accompanied with Luis Gustavo, Dani Alves, Team of the Year David Luiz, Gondwan, Schmelzer, and Inform Hummels with Sirigu in goal. Everyone gets full chemistry with this team. And of course, you've got an 88 rated striker up top. And you could obviously also use someone like Diego Costa. He would get full chemistry in this team. But he's not a legend card, and everyone wants to use them legend cards, because I know that's something that I'm really looking forward to using at the moment in FIFA. But I'm just kind of waiting, because the prices, you don't know what they're doing at the moment. They're going up and then they're going down. So I'm just going to wait for a little bit. But I know this has been a little bit of a different episode, because he's obviously only had 2 teams that he can play for. But guys, if you want to leave a like on this series, if you are enjoying it, and leave down in the comment section below another legend that we could showcase in the next episode. Subscribe if you haven't already, and share out the video, because it really does help my channel. And we're almost approaching 300 subscribers, and I thank you guys very, very much for that. But that's going to be the end of the video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Kazzy, and I'll catch you all very soon.